Hi everybody, Micheline from Micheline Makes again. If you hear a scratching noise in my other room, that is a little dog, a puppy who's just celebrating her first birthday today, and she's playing with something in the other room, and it's rolled underneath one of the shelves. It's rolled underneath one of the shelves and she's scratching to get it out. In a minute I'll bring it through to let you see. She's normally a very scruffy looking dog, picture here, but her mummy got her cut right low. And mum wanted to get her cut because her tats were getting she was getting a bit tatty on her coat and they couldn't comb them out. They tried all sorts. They had a little tool for snipping it and it wouldn't snip very well, so they went and got her cut. She's been shorn like a sheep and she's lovely and soft, but she's one of these cockapoos, and those of you who know cockapoos, they are mad as absolutely mad dogs. I never had a cockapoo. I had a working cocker spaniel, my last dog, and she was absolutely unbelievably mad. And when my daughter said she was going to go for a cockapoo, I kept saying, you do know what you're going to be taking on, because they are mad dogs, and this one is proving to be exactly that. So I'm going to have to stop her in a minute. So the reason why I've got it is because my daughter lives in south of Guildford in Surrey, and they live onto a main road, and they're getting a downstairs, what you call a downstairs toilet done, modernised. They're getting one of their cloakrooms or toilets. We call them toilets, you may call them cloakrooms or bathrooms. They're getting one of them modernised, and the guy who does it has a tendency to leave doors open, and they were worried in case she might run out and disappear down the road and they wouldn't be able to find her. So mother to the rescue. I drove halfway down the country to Leicester, which is about 2.5 hour drive. Can you hear her? It's a 2.5 hour drive, and you can't get anything done with that. And my son-in-law drove the other 2.5 hours up to me. We met in the middle. I took the dog off their hands along with all their toys and bedding and everything, and I brought her up. She goes back. That was last Saturday, and she goes back again this Saturday. Hopefully, I think they're almost done now. It's Wednesday today, but I'm sure it'll be done soon. I must go and sort this dog out. Hang on a second. This is Georgie. You're going to say hello, Georgie? Hey, you're going to say hello. This is Georgie. And what she was scratching, what had rolled underneath, was this. Is that what you wanted? I think it's what had rolled. It's the only thing I could find underneath that she wanted. So she's very timid, very shy, not very keen on me holding her like this, are you? But look at this, she's been shorn completely. She looks very much like a poodle now, don't you? You look like a poodle. And of course, my husband's softening towards her. Yeah, isn't he? He's softening towards you. She's a little bit frightened of him, but he's softening, isn't she? Yeah? Isn't he? Yeah, he is. Shall I put you on the floor and let you play with your plastic thing? There you go. Yeah. Off she goes. You'll hear a lot of noise again. Anyway, what was I going to say? I have several patterns that I want to show you, and a couple of pieces of three pieces of fabric that I have since added to my collection, and I thought you might like to see those. So where should I start? I'll start with the pieces of fabric, and the first one that I got was from Minerva Crafts. I've actually started making something with it. So this is what I've got left over, and there's enough to make another top. And it's this. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was about £6 a metre. And I think I know the reason why. I like the colour. I think the colour looks lovely. But it's got people on it. And when I was cutting the pattern out, this lady's eyes are going downwards. The guitar is pointing downwards. This lady here is pointing downwards. But then I've got some where they're upside down. Where is the one up? Oh, she's pointing downwards. But then all of a sudden I get a one where is it? She's upside down. And then another one further down here, she's upside down. So it was a case of which way do I have the right, which is the right way and which is the wrong way. And I really don't think there is a right way and a wrong way. But I've got enough to make 2 tops. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do with the second one. But the first one, I'll be doing a little video on it, and I'm going to make another one. I haven't decided what top I'm going to make for that. But as I say, that's really nice fabric. The way I would describe it is it's like scuba fabric without the sponge on the back, without that foamy thickness on it. So you can actually see. I'll bring it closer for you to see. Let me find, say, that one of the girl. Is it focused? Can I get there? That one of the girl. The fabric is kind of bumpy a little bit. It's not thin, and on the back you can see it's got a knitted effect there. It's actually got like a little zigzag pattern all the way down, little zigzag pattern, which you might not be able to see. But it is nice. I thought I ordered it the other day. I saw it and I saw it was quite cheap for £6 a metre. I thought that was a good buy. So I bought that, and as I say, I'm making a top with it. I'll put the link down below for where it is, and if it's still available, I'll put the link down below. The other one that I got was this one, and this was a reduced one as well. This one came from Fabrics Glow. I got 6 metres and it was £2 a yard, £2 a metre. And look at, did I get, no, I got 3 metres. It's called Rose Print Viscose, and I got 3 metres, 6 half metres, and it was £2 a half metre. So I thought, again, I thought that was good. And the one that I bought, it's a viscose. It's a beautiful viscose. I wasn't sure what it would be like, but there you go. A floral viscose. I wasn't sure it was going to be a bit oldie worldy, but I think it'll turn out quite nicely. That with I quite fancy making some sort of dress with it, so or a top, a long top, and so that is. It's a beautiful, beautiful fabric. I'll bring that up close for you to see again. The flowers. And they're not that big. The flowers are roughly, what's that? Just let you see what the length is for there. That's what it's about the size of the flowers. So that's the second one that I bought, and it was just because I was babysitting, as I say, I had the dog on the Saturday, then I was babysitting the youngest grandson, and on the night time on the Sunday, it was on the Sunday, and on the Sunday night I don't like to go and do any sewing because he's, in case I've got to go and attend to him, and I never have to, so I shouldn't really worry. But I just was browsing on the laptop, and I saw those, and I thought, should I go for them, should I not? And then I thought, no, yes, I'll go for them. So those are 2 fabrics. The third fabric was an idea I had after I made the owl pincushion. Do you remember the owl pincushion? Where the third one was after I'd made the owl pincushion. I used this fabric on the top. I used this sparkly fabric, and it actually looks like this. It's a sparkly dance fabric, and it goes over. You know, it's like a skin type of thing that you'd see on Strictly Come Dancing. And I was playing around with it, and I was putting it on my hand like that, and I thought, oh, do you know, I wish I could find where I put them, but I thought, oh, when you've got wrinkly hands, you could make a pair of gloves, or you could make something that would cover it, and then people wouldn't see your wrinkly hands. So I actually made very quickly and very briefly, I basically made a tube like that and cut a little hole out of it, and my hand could go in both ones, and I made like a little pair of gloves, and I can't find where they are. If I can find them, I'll show you them, but my thumb comes out the hole at the side, and I thought, oh, not that I would wear them, but I just thought that's rather nice. But then I thought, you know, there are times when a couple of you say you should wear lower things, and I tend not to like it because I'm big busted for starters, and I tend to think that when you're big busted, you tend to hang quite a lot. You can't always keep your boobs up, and you tend to droop a bit. And there's nothing I hate, even with young people, when, well, I shouldn't say I hate, but there's nothing that, for me, I'm not keen on seeing saggy boobs exposed. So then I thought, hold on a minute, I could get something like this, and if I made something, I could use that as a Modesty panel that went below the V-neck or whatever, and you wouldn't notice as much. So then I started looking for that. This has got little bits of glitter in it, so I couldn't find any with little bits of glitter, but I found some in a flesh colour, and this is what I bought. So I bought it, and I bought it from the Fabric Centre in Walsall in Birmingham, and I'm sure you could get this anywhere. And this, you can get different colours, but it's just basically like a stocking type of fabric. It's basically like this, and there's enough there to, I mean, this is a metre. How much did it cost me? It doesn't say. Does it say? I haven't put a bill in. It wouldn't have been, I think it was something like £5 or £6 for a whole metre. And I figured that you could make, if you wanted to, I could make short dresses with these, and that would probably look less noticed. I would feel less I just figured that this would be quite nice to put little panels in underneath, or to make some arm, you know, if you've got a sleeveless top and you don't want to show your back wings as much, when you've got sleeves on it, it doesn't look as bad. So I figured if you could make something like sleeves to go on there underneath. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but I just wanted to try it, and I will make something that incorporates this fabric somewhere, and we'll see what it looks like. I might laugh my head off it, and my husband might say, what the heck is that? Or I might think it looks quite nice. So I just thought I'd try it anyway. You won't get anywhere unless you try it, ladies, so I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. So that was that one. And so those were the 3 fabrics that I got. Did I get anything else? Have I bought anything else? Not on fabrics, but I have bought a lot of patterns. So this is my pattern haul. Now, I've actually got more than this to show you, but I'm just going to show you these for the moment, because where have I put the rest of them? This pattern haul here is it's kind of ties in with the baby. Sorry, it ties in with the fabric that I've got, with that fabric I got in France that was like a suiting fabric. And I figured, right, I need to make a coat or a jacket or something else. So I bought these. I actually bought a couple of them before Christmas. I bought one before Christmas, 2 before Christmas. So that was I bought 2 pre-buying this fabric because I liked the design of them. And I am a member of, I always get it wrong, what am I a member of? Fabric, have a quick sip of my tea and it might make me think. Ooh. I'm a member of she's lost it again. I'll have to go and get it for her. You should see that little carton, that little can top is absolutely almost shredded to pieces. She's not eating it, don't worry, she's kind of just chewed it up flat. I'm a member. Hello, what you got? What you got? Come and show me. She won't show me. Are you going to show me? Are you going to show me what you got? What you got? Eh? I'm a member of, I subscribe to So Direct, and So Direct, you get, when you're a member, you get Simplicity, McCall's, New Look, Butterick and I'm not sure quick sew's in it. You get all of those, often with a good discount, half price sometimes with 30% or 40% discount. So over the months I've bought patterns, and here a couple I thought I liked, that I quite liked, is this one. And this is a Lisette Sew Your Style pattern B6331, and it's Butterick, and I thought that was lovely. I like that. It's you can change a loose fitting unlined double breasted jacket with a collar, side front seams and pockets, carriers, back button shield, elasticized back casing, tie ends, stitched hems, two-piece rolled sleeves, wrong side shows, whatever that means. Oh, the wrong, the rolled sleeves, and when you roll your sleeves up you see the wrong side of the fabric. That is the back view. I'll put a picture up of that for you to see. But I thought that was would go nice with one of the bluey denim, the bluey fabric that I've got, the suit fabric. So I think I'll allocate that to one of the blue fabrics. And if it turns out nicely, then I may make another one. The second one I got was I've had this soft spot for the Chinese style jackets, and they are like the khaki coloured. Khaki green is a favourite colour of mine. I'm not so keen on bottle green, although that Yoko top that I made was bottle green and I really like that. So maybe, I think I have to say that I am noticing that I'm changing my colour palette because my hair is grey. I've never been a lover of maroon colours, and yet when I was younger a friend of mine did this colour palette for me, and she took the colour of my hair and the colour of my eyes and the colour of my skin and everything, and she produced a colour palette, and most of the colours that were in there were the colours that I would have gone for, apart from 2 or 3, and one of them was maroon, and I could never see myself in maroon. I would buy the fabric but not be happy with it, and yet now I'm starting to find that I do like maroon. It's like a wine colour maroon, and anyway, I digress, as I always do. I do like these Chinese style jackets that are going around, and when I was coming back up from my daughter's house through King's Cross, through the underground, I came up in St Pancras, and I was walking around the shops, and I happened to see a Chinese jacket on sale in now who was it? It was, I can't remember the name of the shop, but I took a picture of it, and I'm if I can find it I'll put it up here, because I thought, right, I'm going to make myself a Chinese type jacket, and I figure, although I won't have the khaki green colour, although I might see if I can dye some of that wool fabric to a khaki green type colour, but it may not work. This is a Simplicity one, and it's called a Simplicity 8700A, and it's for pattern hacking, and that's it there. Now again, I'm not that lovely thin girl there, but I do like the jacket. I like the shape of it, and basically the hacking is that you can do certain things with it. You can add a frill to the bottom. I don't know if it shows you. Yes, it does. It shows you there. You can add a frill to the bottom. You can put panels on the back. You can elasticate the waist, and basically, I mean, we would call that view A, B, C and D, but they're now starting to call it hacking. I'm not sure why they suddenly started calling it hacking, but it's basically a jacket with options for design hacking, it says. So I do think I may make that with a jacket, with one of the fabrics. The next one that I happen to, in my phone I have an app called Keep Notes, and every time I see a pattern that I come across that I quite like, I put it in my Keep Notes. And I came across this. I'd seen this pattern about 2 years ago, and I saw it, and I made a note of the pattern. I thought, right, when I want to make a coat, I think I'll get that pattern, but I never got round to getting it. And then of course I happened to be going through my Keep Notes looking for something, and I found this Vogue pattern number. I think it's Vogue. Is it Vogue? I Do you know? Yes, a Vogue pattern. And I thought, yes, I must. I just had the pattern number and I didn't know what it was. So I thought, right, I'll go and look it up and see what it is. And this popped up. And I thought, I've got to get that because I've always liked it. And I like the way that the pattern is. The fabric at the bottom is not exactly my kind of fabric, but I like the idea. And it's a Vogue V1563, and that is it. And so I figured I could use some of that sooting material for the in place of the black, and find some kind of contrast to go with it that would stand out nicely. That is the back view. This one is for a 14 to a 22, and it's by Rachel Comey, American Vogue Patterns American designer. I like that. I think that's lovely. I like the low vents. You can't really see it very well. I'll put a picture up here so you might be able to see better. But if you look at the lapels, they're right low. And I figured that was quite a nice idea. And I like this idea here where there's a pocket with little leather triangles around the top. Arrowheads, leather arrowheads. So I've got ideas in my head that I'd like to do that one. Just so that you know, this 8700, it is for extra small to extra large, through to extra large. This one is for size 6 to size 22. Then I saw this one and I figured this was a nice one to do as well, and this is the New Look 6325. I like the slopey version. This version, the big one. Again, it won't look like that on me because I'm not slim and long and tall, but I thought it was a good idea. I also like the idea of the one without the sleeves as well. So I figured, you know, I could probably make a kind of a gilet type jacket out of it, which I still haven't got round to doing. I've got all these plans. Do you know, I reached retirement age at 60 years and 9 months, and from the age of 55 I started a cupboard, and I started filling that cupboard with all sorts of crafts and things, and it was called my retirement cupboard. And I filled it up and filled it up and filled it up and filled it up and kept buying more and more stuff, and with the intention that when I reach 60 years and 9 months I'm going to retire, and I'm going to make things. Just down here now. What are you looking for? Oi! Oi, what are you doing? And of course I'm now 69 and I still haven't retired. I think he's ready to retire this year. So anyway, I did say to him that my big worry is that I'll have this cupboard full of stuff, and when the time comes that I do retire, I'll open the door and I'll go, oh really, I can't be bothered. So I don't want that to happen. But, so why did I start telling you that? This is another thing, I can't remember. I lose my chain of thought. But I'm not worried about that because I've always lost my chain of thought from being 20, 16, 18, 20, 30, 40, 50. If I don't get the word in straight away, I can't remember what I'm talking about. I was saying that I had... Do you know, I can't remember now. The joys of getting older. So anyway, that one there. Oh, I know. Oh no, I don't know. Anyway, I have this here. I thought that might be quite nice. Oh, I was saying about how I haven't got round to making a gilet. That's it. Oh, it's coming back. It's all coming back. I've got all these plans of making things, but I just don't have the time to do it because I'm working. We've been it's usually a quiet time in January, and so far we have been incredibly busy with big orders. And he's quite tired, so I think he's ready to retire already. So I think I'll make something with either that one and that one, or a bit of both, eventually, sometime in the future. And then this one, this is a dress actually. Whether it will look right on me, I don't know. And I think it was this one that made me buy that fabric, that flesh coloured fabric, because I liked the shape of it. I thought it was quite nice. The back, and the thing I like about it is the front is slightly gathered, so it'll cover up your belly, because when you get older you get a bit of a belly. But the back is fitted, and I don't like gathered things on the back of here, because I have got a slightly rounded bottom and it tends to make that accentuate. But this is Simplicity 1800 AA, and it's a size 10 to 18, and I like the shape of the neck. I figured that was a lovely one, but then I kept saying, do I want to show my neck like that? So then I wondered, that was what made me think, well, you know, that's not, it's by no means scoop necked or anything, and so I shouldn't really worry about that. And I think, you know, I could probably get away with something like that, which is what it would be like. And I'm sure I could get away with that, but I kind of thought, well, if I couldn't, then I could put some of that fabric underneath. But this, I do like it. It's really, really nice. It looks very flattering. I like view A. And as I say, you've got pleats, like little, not pleats, but little folds in the front. But on the back, you have a fitted back. Now there's some dresses that a couple of things that I made last year. I'm going to do a little video on it, because there are some things that I made last year that you still haven't seen. Some things are worth showing you, and other ones, I made them, I didn't like them, and I didn't even bother to video them. I videoed myself wearing them, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to put that up. And they ended up in the charity bag. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns that I've just bought recently in the past couple of months. And they are 5 that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can do something with. Now then, so there you go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns. 5 patterns. 5 patterns. 5 patterns. 5 patterns that let's do it. Shut up. You can see me in the mirror. These are 5 of the patterns that I bought in the past couple of months. And hello, can you see me in the mirror? Can you see me? Can you see me in the mirror? Hey! Oh, you're getting heavy. Say hello to everybody. No, she's not talking to anybody. Just sniffing. What can you sniff at? What can you see? Eh? What can you see? There's a doggy up there. See the doggy there? What's that? Who's that? What? The doggy there. Where's that doggy? Can you see the doggy? Hey? Who's that doggy? Yes. Who's that doggy? Who's that doggy? She's gone quiet. One plastic chewed up top. My daughter is worrying. She says, Mum, do you think she'll be doing this forever and a day? And I keep saying, no, it's what puppies do. She will stop eventually, but at the moment she's wild and wacky. Even though you're a year old today, she's a bit wild and wacky. So, I think that's it. I've got more patterns to show you, but I'm going to show you those in a different in a different vlog, because I've probably gone on for too long now, and I want to get this up. I want to get it up because I'm at work tomorrow, and if I don't get it up tomorrow, it will zoom up straight away tomorrow at work. If I don't do it tomorrow and I've got to wait, I do it when I come home, it will take forever. I can set it away at about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock and it'll still be uploading at 9 the next day. We have an internet which is worse than Fred Flintstone's internet in this estate. I've told you so many times. So it's very frustrating. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to stop there and I'll catch you next time. Bye!